What's going on, YouTube? This is Rashad. I know you usually see me with my boy Manuel, but he's not here today because we got into a little altercation. He was talking about my peoples, and I ain't like that. So, we not on the best of terms. So I have to be doing this solo. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Um, the reason why he's not here is because if y'all were watching the news lately, we have this coronavirus situation going on all over the world. And right now we're practicing social distancing. So that's why you don't see him here today. So he uploaded a video yesterday solo. I'm gonna do the same. We're gonna be doing this until things get back to normal. So this coronavirus situation is a pretty scary situation, to say the least. That being said, don't panic. Don't panic. I know the first thing when you see those numbers rising up every single day, your first initial reaction is to panic. But instead, you should have a little sigh of relief. Yeah, those numbers rising at that rate is pretty scary. But the reason why it's rising up is because we're testing more, something we should be doing. Honestly, you should be more scared if the numbers don't go up, because that means they're not testing enough. So that being said, since we're in this quarantine and none of us can really go outside, and I advise you guys not to go outside in large groups unless you have to go to the grocery store, get your car checked or fixed. What else? That's essential. Get some medication, or God forbid, you have to visit the hospital for something. But other than that, there's no reason for you to go outside. So in this time, because this quarantine might last a few weeks, maybe a couple of months, maybe a few months. But you can use this time to kind of work on yourself. The gym's closed. That does not mean you can't work out. You can still work out at home. You can do push-ups. You could do pull-ups at the park. You could do dips. You could do sit-ups. You do air squats. You do jumping jacks. You still stay in shape. So you can use that time to still get your workout in. Would it be as good as the gym? Probably not. But it's something. It's not an excuse for you to stop your workout purpose. Another thing you could do is learn a new skill. Learn a new skill. You have a lot of time on your hands. Most of you guys, a lot of people are working at home. A lot of people are not working at all because of the situation. But right now you have a lot of time to work on to pick up a new skill. You pick up a skill like being able to cut your hair. Pick up a new skill like learn some new dance moves. Learn how to cook. Cooking is a big one because a lot of restaurants, they close for dining. They're only open for takeout, and we don't know how long that will last. So learn how to cook. One important thing all you guys should be doing right now is checking the stock market and buying some stocks, because the stock market has crashed. This is a very big opportunity for you to buy some stocks and invest in these companies, because these stocks are very, very cheap. They're real cheap. But before you do that, just buying stocks like crazy. Do your research. Learn about stocks. Learn about the numbers you see in each of these ticker symbols. Learn all of that. Because you don't want to be buying stocks like crazy and then you just buying um you just investing in companies that are not profitable or won't um help you earn revenue, or the shares you purchase from them is not going to earn you in the long run. So watch the stock market carefully. I watch it. I watch it every single day ever since this crash started, and the way things are looking, it's going to get worse. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. But do your research. Buy some stocks. Also, another key point. This is another good time to reinvent yourself. A lot of your friends, a lot of your peers, a lot of girls you wanted to talk to, you had a crush on, you're not going to be seeing them for a while. Like maybe you're not going to see them for like 2, 3, 4 months. That's a pretty long time for somebody to kind of not remember you clearly. They will remember you, but they won't remember you clearly. They won't remember all like your bad tendencies. It gives them time to kind of miss you, I would say. So you could do this you can use this time to reinvent yourself. So that girl you had a crush on, that you always in her presence, constantly, texting her, doing all that, and she got annoyed about you, and she may have put you in the friend zone, or probably even worse. Use that time to kind of work on yourself, why that happened, and better yourself. Better yourself for you, not for anybody else. Because when you better yourself for you, then more people will respect you and will admire you more, or not even admiration. More people will respect you more. They will respect you more. Another thing too is we're in the age of technology. Technology, we have all these things. We can FaceTime. We can call people. We could message people from the other side of the world. So you can still check on your loved ones. You can still check on your family. Like Manuel said in his last video, check on your loved ones. That doesn't mean you have to go to them though. You can check on them from a distance. See how they're doing. Make sure everybody's good. Make sure everybody's getting in your circle. See, so these are things you could work on in this quarantine time while we're trying to get this curve flattened. For those of you guys who don't understand when they say they want to flatten the curve, is they want to slow the rate of cases we get per day. That's the main goal. We want to slow the rate of cases we get per day, because it takes less. It gets less. Takes less. Sorry about that. It takes off less pressure from these medical workers who are our frontline soldiers right now. They are the most valuable people right now in this fight. I put it in simple terms for those of you guys who might not understand. If you have 10 people infected in 10 days versus 10 people infected in 1 hour, the easier to manage is 10 people in 10 days because you have more time. You have more time to take care of each individual person, more time to isolate them. You have more resources to use for each person versus 10 people in 1 hour. That will overwhelm the medical system. We have less equipment, less beds to take care of people, less ventilators for the critically ill. We don't want to get in a situation like Italy does. God bless Italy. But they have really bad over there. They're at the point where they have to pick and choose who they can save and who they can't save. We don't want to be in that situation. So, and this is why they tell us to stay home. This tells us to stay home because I'll explain the coronavirus in simple terms. Let's say if I get the coronavirus, if I get infected, the minimum I will know, or the minimum I will get a symptom, knowing I'm sick, is 5 days. And I can go from 5 days to 14 days, from almost a week to 2 weeks. I can see a lot of people in 2 weeks. I can see a lot of people in 5 days. So if I infect some, so this is called an incubation period. So I'm infected and I don't know it, and this goes to people who are symptomatic. Symptomatic people, you get your first symptom in 5 days, probably at least. So I'll get infected. I won't know I'm infected, and then I will see people. I see like 10 people per day, and I infect 5 of those people. So in a week's time, I infected 25 people without even knowing I'm sick yet. And then those 25 people see 10 people each, and then 250 people get infected. And 250 people get infected, and then 2,500 people get infected, and 225,000 people get infected. This is the exponential growth we're trying to avoid. That's why they tell you to stay home. If you stay home, less people could get infected at a time, and we could contain this. It'd be easier to control this. It's better to anticipate a situation. If you can anticipate a problem, you can attack it better than if you react to a problem. Because now you're behind the problem. You have the problem's mercy most times in that situation. So you don't want to be behind the problem. So yeah, I know there's a problem with the testing in this country, but the best action right now is everybody act like you have the virus, because there's a lot of people who are asymptomatic who will have the virus, go through the whole incubation period without even having a symptom at all, but you can still infect somebody. So act like you have the virus, and at that time being, stay home. Stay home. Take less pressure. Take pressure off these medical workers. They're working very hard. A lot of them falling very ill because of people being stupid. If you think I'm lying, look what happened in Florida. A couple like last week, spring break. This thing is going on, and people are still on the beach, turning up partying. But let me not get off topic too much. This topic is what you could do while. This video is more focused on what you could do while you're in quarantine. It's not prison. It's not a vacation. Use this time to really work on yourself, reflect on yourself, think about what you could do, clear your mind, pick up some new skills, reinvent yourself. So when all this is over and life just gets back to normal, hopefully sooner rather than later, you'll be a whole new person. Hopefully that new person is a more improved version of yourself, and a version of yourself that will make people be like, wow, you changed in a good way. That being said, stay tuned for more videos. We're going to do more videos discussing this topic. And as always, be safe. Practice good basic hygiene. Wash your hands. Wash your hands at least 20 seconds with soap and water. That should be your first option. Hand sanitizer should be your secondary option when you can't get to the sink. But soap and water, wash your hands, and social distance. This is our best way to combat this invisible enemy. That being said, Fellas Lounge, see you soon.